Warning, the following video will contain content that is not appropriate for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, good morning, bastards, bitches, motherfuckers, and cunt muffins. Welcome back for another one of my Pokemon Battle Revolution discussion battles. Fuck yeah. Alright, so, oh boy, I got some fun ones for you guys today. So, anyway, I've just kind of been overall discussing the past, couple of weeks and how those have gone. Although last video I got a little bit philosophical towards the end there, but, I'm going to be giving you guys, because there's just been a lot of dumb shit, and I just mean dumb fucking shit, that has happened at my workplace over the past, couple of weeks, especially. But especially over the past couple of days, there has been some really just dumb-ass shit. And, I worked 13 days in a row. This is my first day off in 13 days, so very happy about that, for sure. But I've just been kind of drained, mentally speaking, and physically speaking, too. I've just been totally just drained. But I thought I might have a little bit of fun, and, tell you guys some of the specific stupid things that have happened over the past couple of weeks. At work, at my workplace. So the first one I'm going to be telling you about, so this is just fucking retarded. So at our workplace, for those of you who don't know, by the way, I'm a host at a restaurant. That's my job, so in case anyone was curious. So at my workplace, we have Uber Eats and DoorDash. So, we make carry-out orders, and then DoorDash and Uber Eats picks them up and takes them to the customers, So we work through Uber Eats and DoorDash. So, this was actually late last night. This DoorDash guy comes in to pick up. He actually had two orders, two separate orders that he had to pick up. So the first order that he had to pick up was already ready to go. It had a bag with, some ranch and blue cheese and celery in it, because we're, a wings place. We're, basically a Buffalo Wild Wings knockoff, kind of. Although, arguably, we have better food and better prices than they do. Yeah, so the first order that this guy had to pick up, right? It had a cold stuff bag, that's what we call a cold stuff bag, with, the celery, blue cheese, and ranch. Because people like that kind of stuff with their wings. I don't really know why, unless you're eating plain wings, but people like that kind of shit, even with wings that have sauce on them. I will never understand why. I would do ranch if I had, plain wings, and then just dip the plain wings in ranch like that. I understand, but, if you already have sauce on the wings, why do you need ranch? It's just fucking stupid. I will never understand that. But anyway, that's a whole other different rant. So yeah, this order had a cold stuff bag with the ranch, blue cheese, and celery in it. It had two drinks, and then it had the bag with, the actual food. It had just one bag with all the actual food, right? So then this guy had another order that he was waiting for that wasn't quite ready yet. So this guy takes the, for the first order, he takes the cold stuff bag and takes the two drinks and then walks back out to his car. And the other bag with all the food in it, for the first order is still there. And I keep in mind, when I handed, when I told him, so I'm for this order, we have this bag here with all the food in it. Then we have this cold stuff bag with, the ranch, blue cheese, and celery, and then these two drinks. So all this is this order here. And then let me go check up on the other order for you. That's what I told him. I literally sat there and pointed to what was in the first order, keep in mind. Keep that in mind. So then, he grabs a couple of drinks in the cold stuff bag for the first order. I figured he was just taking multiple trips because, carrying two drinks at the same time and then carrying a bag can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. That being said, I could do it easily because I'm not a fucking retard, but apparently this guy's a fucking retard. So, I just figured, okay, he's taking the couple of drinks out there and then the cold stuff bag for that order, and then he's coming back to get the other one and then pick up the other order as well. So he does that, and then I go into the back, to the kitchen to check on the other order that he was going to pick up. And so, I bring out the other order because it happened to be ready. They just finished it up. So I bring it out, right? And so the dude's, like, out there already, you know? So I'm like, okay, so then this is going to be this order here, and then you're good to go. And then he's like, okay. So then I kind of walked away, you know, because I had to check on something in the kitchen or whatever. I actually don't even remember why I walked away. Maybe I was just chatting with someone or whatever. Or maybe I was going to go chat with someone or whatever. You know, because it was pretty late at night. It was, you know, slow. It was kind of dead last night. So, so then I go back to my host stand at one point because I was done with whatever I was doing, whether it was chatting with someone, with one of my coworkers or whatever. So then I go back to my host stand, and guess what's still sitting on the host stand? For the first order that the guy was coming to pick up, the entire bag with all the actual food was still sitting there. And I just sat there and stared at that bag, and I'm just like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. I'm just like, did this DoorDash driver really walk away with the first order with only the bag full of ranch, blue cheese, and celery and the 2 Cokes? I'm like, I literally sat there and told him for the first order, it's this bag with all the food, then this bag with the blue cheese, ranch, and celery, and then the 2 Cokes. Because again, I figured, you know, he was just taking the 2 Cokes and the bag, you know, with the cold stuff out to his car, which obviously the DoorDash people have the entire order on their phone. Keep in mind, they have the whole fucking order on their goddamn phones. You know, he should have been able to double check and be like, wait a minute. How the hell could they fit 20 wings in this tiny little bag? Something ain't right here. You know, any idiot with half a fucking brain should have realized that, like, literally the second that they drove away, or the second that they went to, like, you know, double check on the order or whatever. But no. He literally walked out without the entire bag of food. He had only the bag with the ranch, blue cheese, and celery, and 2 Cokes for that first order. Because again, I figured he was just, you know, grabbing that stuff, putting it in his car, and then coming back to grab all the food for that order, which I literally pointed to when I told him that this was the order, that this was the food for this order. He grabbed the other order, and then again, I kind of just walked away because I was doing something else, or I was busy or something. I don't remember exactly what I was doing. And then he never grabbed the other bag. So I'm just sitting there like, at this point, I'm just like, because keep in mind, this was like my 13th day in a row last night, and I was just like, I was just done at this point. I'm just like, can we go back into quarantine now? And in fact, can I just like, you know, say in the group chat, because we have this group chat thing on Facebook, and so, you know, I just like, I was half tempted to like just put in the group chat. I'm like, yeah, I came into contact with someone who had COVID, so I'm gonna need to take a couple weeks off and then just literally go on a vacation because like I am just so freaking sick of people doing dumbass shit like this. And I'll give you guys a couple more examples coming up here. But yeah, so then eventually this guy comes back, you know, because we get a call from this dude who placed this order through fucking DoorDash, and he's like, dude, like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, because I wasn't the one who actually took the phone call, but I'm just like, yeah, just tell him he can come pick up the food himself if he wants to. But then actually the DoorDash driver, who was originally supposed to bring the fucking food in the first place, who forgot to grab the bag, came back in and, you know, grabbed a bag and brought it to the other, you know, the guy who had ordered it. And the DoorDash driver, when he came back, he's like, and you're sure this is the order? I'm like, yeah, because your dumb fucking ass forgot to grab it, you fucking retard. When I literally sat there and told you this was the fucking order, your dumb ass forgot to grab it, you dumb shit fucking retard. So that's what happened last night. Yeah, and then some other dumb shit that's happened this week. Yeah, that whole thing with that DoorDash guy. Like, how could you be that fucking stupid to miss an entire bag of food? Fucking idiot. That guy should be fired from fucking DoorDash. I hope he is. I hope he's fucking fired from DoorDash. What a fucking idiot. You know? Like, I don't normally call for people to be fired from their job, but, like, if you don't do your job properly, you should be fired. You know? Or at least put on suspension or something, you know? Because I get it, you know, everyone makes mistakes, but it's a pretty fucking colossal mistake, you know? Just saying. So I would have put him on a suspension, but that's just me. You know, I don't know who runs DoorDash or all that shit, but, like, Jesus Christ, what a fucking idiot. So, I'm actually kind of running out of time here. I was going to share a couple other things with you guys, but kind of running out of time here, actually. I'll tell you guys about the couple other things during the next battle, but yeah, there was some more dumb shit that happened at my workplace over the past couple of days I want to tell you guys about. One of them in particular that really fucking pissed me off, because this guy was just not only an asshole, but he was also a retard. And trust me, that is a hell of a combination. When you're not only retarded, but also a complete asshole, those people are the worst to deal with. The ones who are, again, not only just rude and asshole-ish, but, like, the ones that are also just straight up fucking retarded at the same time. So I swear to God, when I was talking to this one guy, I felt like I was, like, talking to a fucking 5-year-old. It's pathetic. Alright, but either way, I'll be telling you guys more about that next time, so stay tuned, and until then, peace out.